Are you thinking about becoming a loan officer in 2025? If you are, you're watching the right video. My name is Zevi. I'm an owner of a mortgage shop right here in Los Angeles, and we're hiring, and that's the purpose of this video. So get your resume ready, but right before putting it into the fax machine, there's a couple things that I want to cover with you. So with that, let's get started, all right? Why exactly are you looking to become a loan officer in 2025? And that's what this video is about, because when I bring somebody on board, I want to make sure they're on board for all the right reasons. And that's particularly what I want to talk to you about, because there's no shortage of people that reach out to me, specifically from YouTube, who want to tell me about how motivated they are to join my mortgage company, and that they'll do a super good job and they'll work super hard. However, the moment I start having a conversation with them and I tell them what's required, they always seem to shy away, and then I never seem to hear from them again. And so it leads me to believe that perhaps these people have never actually worked at a job that is 100% commission. A lot of people also expect instant gratification, meaning that they do something and they get paid for it. You're not going to do that here. When you watch reels on Instagram about how much money people make, that is the wrong reason to get involved in a business like this. And could you actually make those kind of dollar signs? Sure, you could. But imagine this. You go to a restaurant and you pay a lot of money. The food comes out and it's awful. And not only is the food awful, so is the ambiance. Would you ever go back to that restaurant? And the answer is, of course, you would not, right? And it's the same thing. Getting to that point in lending where you could actually transact higher dollar amounts, have conversations with CPAs and high-end real estate agents, financial advisors. You could do all those things and you could service their clients beautifully, but you got to get to that point where you could go into a very fancy restaurant and get a great dish, and although it costs you a lot of money, you'll be happy to pay for it simply because they met your expectation. Your level of expectation has been met. A lot of people come in thinking that they will start making money very quickly as a loan originator, and I can tell you, right now being a loan officer is probably harder than it's been over the past 15 years. So you have to take all these things into consideration when you're actually thinking about becoming a loan officer in 2025. And I'm not telling you this to discourage you in any way. I'm somebody who obviously has paid my dues. I started from the ground up, and I can tell you that for a very long period of time, I've made little to no money, except it took me many years to build up my skill set, to be able to know exactly what it is that I'm doing, and to be able to build my brand. And so for somebody who is going to be sending me their resume and telling me about how motivated they are, that's not going to be enough. What I'm asking you is to think really a lot before you actually decide that this is something that you want to do. And definitely do not quit your day job. Before anything, you got to make sure that you still have money that you can live. And I can't emphasize that enough for people who have never worked for commission. For people who are salespeople in general, I think this is a wonderful opportunity, because think about it. You never actually have to show up to the car dealership to be able to sell the product, the car, to make a living. You could do it from your living room as long as you're highly motivated. You have to understand where we are in the market today. As a mortgage loan officer, most of the business today is going to be coming from real estate agents. And the reason is because most people locked up their interest rates, let's say for 30 years, sometime between 20 to 2022. And there's not going to be a lot of refinance, if any, in the beginning journey of your career. And most of the activity is going to come from real estate agents, because most of the transactions that are going to take place are going to be purchases. So before you even get on board with, let's go get that license and see what I can do, stop right there. Why don't you take 3 steps back and start calling real estate agents today? I mean, I'm not asking you to transact. I'm not asking you to quote them rates, but start finding out about their business. See how easy it is to get to an appointment with somebody, to meet someone, to get someone on the phone. Just get the grasp of what it takes to become a loan officer. And I'm telling you this from experience because a lot of people work backwards. They're like, okay, we know the target is to get the license, but that's not going to earn you a commission. What's going to earn you a commission is everything else that you have to do in terms of getting in front of people. You could be the best plumber in town, but if no one knows you exist, you're not going to make any money. And it works the same way in lending. You constantly have to be in front of people. Everyone has to know what you do. And if you're going to have a very tough time reaching out to, again, in this market, real estate agents, setting up appointment, letting them know who you are, letting them know what you do, asking for their business, then it's going to be a very tough journey for you. If you're thinking about coming into the market as a commercial loan officer, it's different than a residential loan officer. And if you've been watching my channel, then you've already heard me talk a lot about the pros and the cons of commercial versus residential. But I think you know that it's easier to come into the market as a commercial loan officer simply because you don't have to go get an NMLS license. And unlike the residential side, a lot of the product is not locked up for 30 years. It's locked up for 3, 5, and 7 years. So you do have more opportunities in terms of refis. And additionally, the loan amounts are going to be greater on this side. So to try to close a commercial deal and compete with a residential loan, I mean, it's going to be really tough unless you're trying to finance homes in Beverly Hills. So if you wanted to check it out, there's a link in the description below to the part-time Commercial Lender Academy. It's something that I've developed. It took me a year to put it together, and it's basically 10 years of my knowledge that I packaged into this academy, and it's a very simple, plug-and-play, easy-to-follow roadmap that could take anyone from start to finish in a commercial transaction and, of course, earn you a lucrative commission. I do want to grow my team in 2025. I do want to get more loan originators, loan officers into Loan Brook. But I've realized that a lot of people have reached out to me now through YouTube asking me about what would be the best way to get started. I think it's important to understand that you have to learn first, right? Learn before you start earning. Because if you don't do a really good job at it, it's going to be very tough for you to try to convince people that you know something that you don't. But on the flip side, you don't have to try to learn everything because you will learn 10 times faster by doing than by just trying to memorize guidelines. So it's kind of like an even balance of both. And the best way to get business is to be able to get in front of people. And it's really beautiful today because you're able to do that in a variety of ways, and especially through video like what you're watching right now. You have the opportunity to connect with people. They see who you are. You're able to build your brand. Imagine you're able to do that for a year with a group of realtors that you want to get in front of after you've already had a meeting with them. Then that would be a really great way to earn somebody's business because they would feel like they already know you. If you have any questions for me, I know I covered kind of a lot of ground and I'm basically touching on a lot of things that people have asked me, and I just want to put it out there. I don't think it's easy by any means, but I don't think anything worthwhile is easy. And if you're trying to figure out exactly what it is that I'm looking for in a loan officer to join Loan Brook, I made a video about it. It's this one right here. You're welcome to check it out. I actually went through everything that I would like in a person to be able to join Loan Brook. I'm excited to meet you. I want to see who's going to be joining our team in 2025. I want to be able to help you in your production. I do want you to be the kind of person who loves to get educated, so you know exactly what you're able to deliver to your clients. And I also feel like when you deliver a lot of value, then people naturally gravitate towards you versus having to constantly try to sell. You will constantly have to sell something that is not amazing. But when something is really good and it creates a lot of value for somebody, then I think that's a pretty easy sell. With that, if you have any questions, drop them for me in the comments below. If you want to check out the Part-Time Commercial Lender Academy, it's available in the description for you. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for watching this. And actually hope to hear from you soon. Take care.